in our work. Understand that about humor. But see, human work, there's also, I gave a definition, there's also a danger here in human work. Have you noticed in the Bible that as sin enters the world, sin, the fall, Genesis 3, so much of that has to do with work. And it brings brokenness to our work. You got to understand sin also through this lens of work. Look at our definition. When you see that sin that happens in the garden, a lot of it is a breakdown of the second definition I gave you, is those humans did not trust God. It's a breakdown of the master-servant relationship. They didn't trust God, that God was for them, and that God wasn't withholding anything from them, and they went and they ate from the tree, and they weren't trusting God to care for them. And it's also a breakdown of definition number one, is they didn't guard the garden. Adam didn't guard the garden from the serpent and from his false words and from his lies, and didn't protect the garden and didn't protect his wife. So then God brings thorns into the garden. Work is so profoundly affected by this sin. Thorns into the garden, and that is what results in the different tendencies we see in our cities. Some people bent towards overwork, other people's bent towards underwork. Most everyone bent towards just a total brokenness of this master-servant relationship. And what happens is when a city of people begin to operate in this way, when a whole city full of people, their work is not connected to God, not understanding God as the great worker, not under master-servant relationship, it results in this. Genesis 11, verse 4. You know this, Tower of Babel. Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves. That makes a lot of sense, I think, out of what goes on in Los Angeles and what goes on in Silicon Valley. Let's make a name for ourselves. We no longer want to make God's name great because we perfectly trust him and we know that his glory is ultimate. We want to make a name for ourselves.